Good morning, children. This is class 9th physics, chapter number 8, topic graphical representation of motion. In the last class, we did the distance time graph. Today, we are going to start with the velocity time graph. And in velocity time graph, we are going to see three different cases. First is uniform acceleration. Acceleration means the velocity is increasing. Uniform means the change in velocity is equal in equal interval of time. Second case is for uniform retardation. Retardation means the velocity of an object is decreasing. For example, a train is stopping on a station. So train initially it is having some velocity. Slowly its velocity is decreasing, and when the station comes, its velocity becomes zero. So this is a retardation. But the retardation is uniform, means the change in the velocity is equal in the equal interval of time. And the third case which we are going to see is for zero acceleration. Zero acceleration means there is no change in velocity. Final velocity is equal to initial velocity, means velocity is constant. So for that we are going to see the graph for velocity time graph. And this graph is going to give you some values. It will help you to find the acceleration value and displacement value from the graph. Okay, so we will calculate these values of acceleration and displacement from velocity time graph. So let's start with the velocity time graph. So on your screen, you can see velocity time graph. So we are plotting velocity on y-axis, that is in meter per second, and time on x-axis, which is in its SI unit, that is second, right? So let's start with the first case. That is, we'll go with this case, that is zero acceleration. Means there is no change in velocity or constant velocity. So here if you see in this graph, at time t equal to 0, the object is having velocity 30 meter per second. Then 1 second passed. After 1 second, you are seeing its velocity is again 30 meter per second. In the second, you are seeing its velocity is again 30 meter per second. When time t equals to 3 seconds, you are seeing again its velocity is still 30 meter per second. At time t equal to 4 seconds, again the velocity is 30 meter per second. And at time t equals to 5 seconds, the velocity still remains the same, that is 30 meter per second. Means you are moving on your Activa with a constant speed of 30 meter per second. Your speedometer needle is at 30 meter per second. It is not changing as you are moving at with this constant velocity. So there is no change in velocity. So this is a graph for zero acceleration or constant velocity. So nature of the graph, it is a straight line graph which is parallel to time axis. Right, beta? So in exam, when they give you this graph, suppose they are giving you this graph, velocity time graph, they give you like this. They write your velocity. This is velocity time graph, and you are getting a straight line parallel to x-axis. Don't get confused with the distance time graph. In distance time graph, this nature was for object at rest. So you need to see carefully what is on the y-axis. If on y-axis you are having distance time, then it is for object at rest. Yes, but here it is velocity time. So velocity is constant. Velocity वो चल तो रहा है with 30 meter per second. It is not at rest, but it is not changing its velocity. Velocity is constant, that is zero acceleration. So this is the graph for zero acceleration. That is, you get a straight line graph parallel to the time axis or x-axis. Right? Now, let's see for uniform acceleration. Let's see the graph of velocity time for uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration means the change in velocity is equal in equal interval of time. Okay, so let's start. See, here for time at time t equal to 1 second, at time t equal to 1 second, the velocity is 10 meter per second. Then for velocity t equals to 2 seconds, the velocity is 20 meter per second. So there is an increase in the velocity by 10 meter per second, right? Velocity increase हो गई from 10 to 20. तो कितनी increase हुई? 10 से increase हो गई, right? At time t equal to 3 seconds, the velocity is 30 meter per second. So again in 1 second, the velocity increased from 20 to 30. So it is increasing by 10 meter per second. So change in velocity is 10 meter per second. At time t equals to 4 seconds, again the change in velocity is 10 meter per second. So here you can see that the change in velocity is equal to 10 meter per second and the time is 1 second. So in every 1 second, the velocity of the object is changing by 10 meter per second. So this is your uniform acceleration. So you are getting a straight line graph. You are getting a straight line graph passing through the origin. Okay, this is for uniform acceleration. This is for uniform acceleration. Okay. Chalo. Now next is uniform retardation. Now in uniform retardation, retardation means decrease in velocity, but it is uniform. So equal decrease hoga, right? So for example, if you see it over here, at time t equals to 0, the object's velocity is 50 meter per second. Then at time t equals to 1 second, 1 second के बाद आप देख रहे हो, then the object's velocity has got decreased by 10 meter per second, and from 50 it has got decreased by 10 meter, that is it has become 40. Then at time t equals to 2 seconds, its velocity has become 30. So again there is a decrease of 10 meter per second, 40 से 30 हो गई. So how much change? The change is of 10 meter per second, right? Then at time t equals to 3 seconds, again the velocity is changing. The velocity is decreasing by 10 meter per second. So in after each second, the velocity is decreasing. The velocity is decreasing by 10 meter per second. So the decrease in the velocity is equal, that is 10 meter per second for every second. So this is your uniform retardation, or you can also call it negative acceleration. So you can see the nature of the graph is like this. Okay, beta. Chalo. Next case is for non-uniform acceleration. Means the acceleration is not uniform. Means the change in velocity is not equal in equal interval of time. So for that, you are going to get a zigzag graph. Okay, beta. Now from this graph, mainly we are going to talk about uniform acceleration. From the graph of velocity time, we can calculate some physical quantities. That is, from the graph of velocity time graph, we can calculate the value of acceleration. We can calculate the value of displacement or distance, right? Here as the object is moving on a straight path, so distance and displacement are equal, right? So how we will calculate the acceleration? So children, do you remember yesterday we did slope? What was slope? Slope was change in y upon change in x. On y, what are you having? You are having velocity. And on x-axis, what you're having? Time. So velocity by time, change in velocity by time was what? Acceleration. Yes. So if we find the slope of this graph, we can find the value of acceleration. Right, beta? So what was the procedure? Step 1, we need to select 2 points on the graph line. Select 2 points on the graph line. The first point is this is your second point, right? Then from the first point A, you have to draw a perpendicular line on x-axis, that is x1. That is x1 equals to 2 seconds. And from point number 1, you will draw a perpendicular line on y-axis, that is y1, which is 20 meter per second, right? Then next step is from point number 2, you will draw a perpendicular line on x-axis, that is x2, which is 4 seconds. Then from point 2, you will draw a perpendicular line on y-axis, which will give you y2, that is 40 meter per second. Now, slope, we know change in y upon change in x. That is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Right. What is the value of y2? 40. What is the value of y1? 20. 40 minus 20 meter per second upon x2 minus x1. x2 value is 4 seconds. X1 value is 2 seconds. So 4 minus 2 seconds. So 40 minus 20 is 20. 4 minus 2 is 2. 20 by 2 meter per second upon second. Second will get multiplied and you are going to get the unit, that is meter per second square. And your answer is 10 meter per second square. And you know meter per second square is the SI unit of acceleration. So by calculating, by finding the slope of velocity time graph, we can find the value of acceleration. Okay, by finding the slope. Getting? Next, we can find the displacement or distance by calculating the area under the graph. Area under velocity time graph. पहले आपको graph check करना है, velocity time है, उसके बाद ही आप distance find कर सकते हो, right बेटा? So if you see this graph, that is OP, this is your graph line OP, right? From here we are drawing a line like this, right? So what does it form? Under the graph line, what shape it is forming? It is forming a triangle ना? OP तो graph line है, तो P से आपने एक straight line on x-axis draw कर ली. So what is the shape? The shape is triangle. So what you are finding? You can find the distance by calculating the area under the graph. So this is your graph line. Let us see the area under the graph means this area. So this is nothing but this is a shape of a triangle, right? So we are drawing the triangle, and after drawing the triangle, we are naming it as O. O is origin, this is point P and this is point A, right? And the area under the graph is this. So distance is area under the velocity time graph. That is area of triangle OPA. You know the formula for area of triangle, that is half base into height. What is the base? Base is OA. If you look at the base is OA, right? So half O, I think they have selected a word R, sorry. It is not A, it is R. So here it is R, right? So triangle OPR. So base is OR, height is PR, right? Base value, if you check this value in this equation is 5 seconds. So it is 5 seconds. PR is the height. So height is 50 meter per second. 50 meter per second. Second will get cancelled. 5 into 50 is 250. 250's half is 125 and 125 meter. So this is the distance traveled by an object when the object is moving with uniform acceleration, right? So children, from velocity time graph, we can find the value of two physical quantities. First, we can find the value of acceleration by calculating the slope, right, of velocity time graph. Secondly, we can find the distance by calculating the area under the graph.